Greetings to everyone gathered here. It's with great pleasure and honor that I extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you to the International Conference on Engineering Innovations in Emerging Technologies, ICEIET 2024 Inauguration Ceremony. Today marks the beginning of a remarkable journey, an opportunity for us to come together, share knowledge, exchange ideas, and forge new partnerships that will shape the future of today's technology. With the blessings and inspiration of our chairman, late Dr. S.M. Venkatapati sir, I extend my warm welcome to Srimati B.L. Ramadevi, the chairperson of EPGI in her absentia. I also extend my warm welcome to our two dynamic CEOs of EPGI, Mr. Pramod Gowda sir and Mr. Rajiv Gowda sir in their absentia. It's my distinct honor and privilege to extend a warm welcome to our Senior Vice President of EPGI, Dr. Prakash S. sir, for today's inauguration ceremony. We welcome you, sir. I now request our HOD, Professor Kemparaju sir, to hand over the bouquet to our dear Senior Vice Principal. Thank you, sir. I take great pleasure and honor in welcoming our beloved Principal Sir, Dr. Mrityunjaya Latte sir, for today's inaugural ceremony. We welcome you, sir. I now request Dr. Uday Balan sir to hand over the bouquet. Thank you, sir. I extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to the keynote speakers, Mr. Yedu Jadevan and Mr. Nikhil Jain for today's conference. I now request Dr. Nanda Ashwin, ma'am, to hand over the bouquet to Mr. Yedu Jadevan. Thank you, ma'am. I now call upon Professor Nirima, ma'am, to hand over the bouquet to Mr. Nikhil Jain. Thank you, ma'am. It's with immense pleasure and honor I extend my warm welcome to our beloved HOD sir, Professor Kemparaju sir, for today's inaugural function. On behalf of the organizing committee, I also extend a warm welcome to our placement director, Mr. Sachin Gudimani, for today's session. We welcome you, sir. And also to all the HODs of EPCET. Thank you. I now call upon Dr. Uday Balan sir to give an overview of today's conference. Over to you, sir.
Hello. Good morning, everyone gathering here. I am Dr. Uday Balan, Associate Professor in the Department of ISE. It's my great pleasure to deliver the overview of this conference. The International Conference of Engineering Innovations in Emerging Technology, ICEIET 2024 is conducted by the Department of Engineering Information and Science on 24 and 25 of April 2024. The Department of ISE is conducting the national and international conference in this title every year. So in these continuations, this year also we are conducting this conference, international conference in this above title in the to our students and faculty to share the innovations ideas with various peoples. This international conference provides common forum for deliberations, sharing of recent trends, advancements, research in the area of information science and computer engineering. This conference will be very good platform for academia, researchers and industry practitioners in the field of information science and computer engineers. In this conference, totally we have received many papers. So among that, we have chosen the 31 papers to be presented after the review of experts and plagiarism check. This conference is organized in well manner based on the advice of the advisory committee. Mr. Yadu Jadavendan, Senior Engineering Manager, Intel Corporation, and Mr. Sendul Kumar, Senior Manager, Capgemini from USA, is going to be as a keynote speaker in this international conference. There are 3 sessions will be there to be presented in the conference paper. So in the first session, Dr. Sangeeta and Dr. Geeta from MSRIT will be chairing, and remaining 2 sessions will be chaired by Dr. Syed Mustafa and Dr. Balaji. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your insights about the significance of this event and the overarching theme. It's a mark of a tradition to invoke the Almighty at the beginning of an important event. I now call upon Professor Nilima Sahu to deliver the invocation song.
Suklambaradharam Vishnu Sasivaranam Chaturbhujam Prasannavatana Dhari Sarvavigno Prasanni Gajamukhane Ganapatiye Ninage Vandane Nambidavara Kalpataru Nine Gajamukhane Ganapatiye Ninage Vandane Nambidavara Kalpataru Nine Bhadrapada Suklada Chautiyendu Nivanivaniyu Dayamadi Hasuyendu Bhadrapada Suklada Nivanivaniyu Hasuyendu Purna Sannidhanage Kalibagi Kaiyakidu Niruva Bhaktarigni Daya Sindhu Vandane Nambidavara Balina Kalpataru Nine Hire Ulokatana Yapatakavarnikeni Karana Yapatakavarnikeni Karana Ningalume Notada ಒಂದು ಕಿರಣ ನೀಡಿದರೆ ಸಾಕಯ್ಯ ಜನ್ಮಭಾವನ ಗಜಮುಖಿ ಗಣಪತಿ ವಿನತಿ ಬಂದನೆ ನಂಬಿದವರ ಬಾಲಿನ ಕಲ್ಪನೆ ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ಪರಶಿವನ ಪ್ರೇಮ ಪುತ್ರನೇ ಪಾಲಿಸುವ ಪರದೈವ ಬೇರೆ ಕಾಣೆ ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಪರಶಿವನ ಪ್ರೇಮ ಪುತ್ರನೇ ಪಾಲಿಸುವ ಪರದೈವ ಬೇರೆ ಕಾಣೆ ಪಾವದ ಪಂಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಪದವಿಯನಿಸುವೆನ್ನ ಪಾಲಿಸುವೆ ಒಂದೇ ಧರ್ಮ ಸಾಧನ ಗಜಮುಖನೇ ಗಣಪತಿ ನಿನಗೆ ಬಂದನೆ ನಂಬಿದವರ ಬಾಲಿನ ಕಲ್ಪನೆ ನೀನೆ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Thank you, ma'am. We will now have a traditional land auspicious land like tribute to Mother Saraswati, goddess of knowledge. I now invite
Everyone should give it a big round. Kannada is not mother tongue of Kannada. She comes from Odisha. She has learned Kannada. I'm very happy. You know what we did to. Kannada is one of the best SME in the campus. Okay, subject matter expert. But I was astonished that she sang the song in Kannada today. Thank you, brother. Very nice of you.
I now invite all the dignitaries to write the land.
ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದೆ
Heartfelt thanks to our esteemed dignitaries for lighting this auspicious picnic. Now, I invite our Senior Vice President, Dr. Prakash S. Rao, to share a few words with us, which offers your insight and perspective on the significance of this conference. I welcome you, sir.
Good morning, respected dignitaries on the dash. Let me first, on behalf of the East Point family, let me thank both the aimed keynote speakers today who have taken time for us and deliver the keynote address for this conference. Let me also congratulate Department of Information Science and Engineering for taking this step to host an international conference. I think quite a good number of papers have come from different corners of different institutions. The deliberations are recorded in the proceedings, and these proceedings are going to be opened up today. So how many papers? 21 papers here. Good. I think we are also looking to be published in one of the journals in Scopus Index. Good. May I know how many from student have published? Is there anybody in the student who have published the paper in this conference? Can raise the hand? Anybody? Anyone? No. You want me to repeat my question? Is there anybody in this conference hall who has? Okay, if you not selected, whether have sent the paper, submitted the paper. Okay, fair enough. Next time, what I request all the organizers is that many times this all conferences, the scope gets limited only for the academic. To get the conferences papers from different institutions and our institutions only, because we ourselves has our KRAs defined, targets defined for the people that minimum 2 papers to be published for your API, academic performance index. So that's the reason we publish. But I want this to actually extend the scope to the student community also. I request all the students currently working on this, publishing papers. I think yesterday in my one of the staff meeting, I was telling for the institutions, there are 3 P's that get measured. First P is your papers and publications. Second P is your patents. Third P is our products. Okay. So paper is basically at the bottom of the pyramid. I have patents which comes to the next level and the products. Somewhere India lagged in the publishing the papers in terms of the global rankings. China, Japan, Switzerland, US, and other, they're all very high. US patents is always very difficult to get. And in terms of products, definitely, I think recently, very few years, we are looking towards products. Okay. Many times, we never thought that academic institutions can actually come out with certain products at the end of the course of their engineering course. concept recently actually. Even it was not happening at top institute of eminence like NITs or IITs. It was not there. Today the game has changed. Today we see that best of the best products even comes from the premier institutions. I'll tell you one small example which came, one product which really revolutionized complete one sector called as healthcare sector, tuberculosis. This is a product came from one of the institutions which is not very very prominent in NIRF ranking or whatever rankings. It come from one student community which is very remotely located in Tamil Nadu. They created a tuber, tuber TB. The biggest challenge for TB is that people will actually not take the complete dosage for complete duration of 4 months, 3 to 4 months. That was a challenge. So ASHA Karte workers used to go and remind them physically, you should go and take. Because once you don't complete the dosage, it will repeat again. That's a cause of the disease. So what the people thought is that they created a product. It doesn't require a lot of technology stuff or big IQ or a lot of algorithms or LLM models. Nothing we don't require. What we require is a simple product. What they did, there was a complete dosage tablets was put in the box, and you should press a button every day. If you don't take one day, okay, an SMS is to get triggered for the ASHA Kartik, and there is an automated mobile phone where the ring will happen. It will remind you, go and now you have forgotten your tail, not taken the tablet. Simple device. Doesn't require high-end technology stuff also. Amazingly, this was actually taken by the government of India, and it was actually built so many products, and today ICEIET department actually manufactures these devices. The concept emerged from the engineering school, not from the premier institutions. It came from the very tier 3 institutions. Why I'm telling all these things is that many times we always think very, very big. So, oh my God, AI is going to transform a lot of things. Gen AI is going to do so much. What I request everyone is that there may be a small problem which should be identified, which is at any remote area. If I can able to give a solution, that's a big thing what we want to do. I don't know how many people know about this in terms of products we are lagging behind. There are three big companies in IT sector. One is Meta, another one is Google, another one is Microsoft. I think there is a McKinsey report which tells that these three dominant companies eat away my 3/4 of my revenue of the Indian market. Today, Meta, if you take WhatsApp and Facebook, the amount of revenue it generates is amazing. Google, amazing. Microsoft, amazing. When China can take a bold step and tell that Google can't be actually entered into my gateway and they have their own product similar to Google, why can't we Indians can't do this? We have so much of IITs, NITs, top-notch companies. Why can't we do so much of revenue that goes outside? Can't we bring this inside? Can't I create a small WhatsApp? It's not a big technology. The revenue today, how many people know that this technology has took over the Facebook? Today, the number of users on WhatsApp is higher than the Facebook. So these products we want. That's what your leadership conferences are there, where you need to think of the ideas, come out with what are the solutions. So definitely, I think this conference, I don't know how many papers have come with which can actually throw a lot of insights. India is at the verge of the transformation. Huge transformation is happening at the technology sector, and the transformation is not happening in very, very specific industry sector. It's happening in the technical sector. You take healthcare sector, it's going to impact. It has already impacted. You take transport and logistics, it has impacted. And banking sector, it has impacted. If you take the emergence of fintech industry, today there was a call that people feel that my fintech industry has taken over even US market. Uh, how many people know about UPI? I've been telling about this for quite a long time. UPI, everyone do your know? I scan and pay. The QR code and scan and pay. Americans have developed this technology. Yes? Yes? No. Who has developed this technology? We as indigenous technology developed by today. There is one stat which tells that 40% of my financial transactions of the world, which are happening on online, happen through UPI. And today, Mark, Facebook CEO tells that I want this technology to be incorporated at US. Writes a letter to US President. It's a true fact. One technology which really transformed the complete logistics revenue generation was your FASTag. FASTag is not a great technology. It doesn't mean that there's an amazing technology which can't be implemented. It was actually, this concept was available in US, America, and Singapore was actually implemented long back. Only question is nobody dared to implement in India. Today, I want to tell you one stat. Today, approximately per day, 1,200 crore rupees gets collected on only fasting. That's the reason today the transport minister Gadkari can build so many roads. Technology. It's all about how innovative you are and how you can make certain things possible. There are plenty of examples if we keep on speaking. Trust me, India is at the verge of the transformation, and I don't know which year you people are going out. I was very, very concerned about we are becoming autonomous from 2024. I don't know how many people know about this. They're almost at the verge of becoming autonomous for the 2024. EPCT will become autonomous. I was really worried about when I was sitting with a team of people, academics team, looking for what should be taught in autonomous because we get academic autonomy to design the curriculum and execute the curriculum. What should be actually incorporated in the syllabus? So 2024, the person who comes into my portal, he will actually get out in 2028. What are the job roles which will be there in 2028? I think I was telling Shilpa madam, kindly work out all these things. With my LinkedIn learning, and I was astonished to see that the jobs is going to actually take 360-degree paradigm. Gen AI is going to take over almost all the jobs. New job profiles will come. Today, what we call as high coding jobs, in next 3-4 years, it will be becoming low coding job. So then, what should I deliver in my education? These are the questions that has been already thrown out to the education sector today. So education sector is also at the verge of transformation. Today MEP is going to transform. Healthcare sector is going to transform. Small devices. There is one small device very recently we did a conference called as MedTech, medical technology. We had one of the best people who came from GE, who came from Siemens, who have been working in R&D of medical research for quite a long time. I was astonished to see the research that's happening in the medtech industry. An X-ray device which goes out ultimately it comes in a very portable. I can keep this into the heart, it will generate the complete results. No need to go take the complete that room, the whole concept has come. Revolutionary. This is done by Indians. So I request all the people, let us go out of this marks. Marks ಅನ್ನೋದೊಂದು ಭೂತ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅವಾಗ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು Trust me, nobody will be bothered about. There are two people from Capgemini here. They understand that nobody will bother about what is your CGPA. It is irrelevant today. Kindly don't read for the mark's sake. Read, basically see what projects I want. Definitely tomorrow your employer will look into your GitHub profile, not your general resume. What projects you have done. It's all about project learning. So start doing projects. Can I think of making small products? So yesterday I gave small example and I'll conclude. I want to motivate you people. Start writing. I saw only 2 or 3 people have submitted the papers here. I want more people to come and start working on submitting the papers. One small startup. How many people know was Red Bus? Red Bus. Everyone books now? Redbus.com. There are 3 students when they were in college, they got this idea. It is not again a student coming from the premier institutions. Again, a student coming from very tier 2 college. They came out of this concept when they were in the final year and they emerged out this product. And they didn't get any money even to host this on AWS, their application. They took the loan to host their application. Application was designed and everything was ready. They didn't get money to actually take a AWS service to host their application on AWS. They started in a small room at Marthali. Today, the clear story had a privilege to actually interview all these 3 people in a session, and I was moderating the session for them. These 3 people sold it for 1,000 crores. That is the level of building a startup. If you have a great idea, now we are building an exclusive vertical in this campus. We have Professor, let me introduce Professor Prahlad sir. Uh, Prahlad sir, I think people doesn't know, sir comes with huge experience. He is a product of IIT, then did his PhD from Indian of Science. I've been associated with him for a good time. We brought him here. He worked with IBM, he worked with CDAC, he did big companies. He worked there. Now he heads our R&D, and he'll be actually driving the innovation part and the entrepreneurship part. If anybody has a great idea, kindly come up with the idea, present to the pitch it to the sir. We will incubate the idea. We'll handhold you to see that there's a successful startup story in this campus. Okay, let us not limit only to get marks and get. India is moving out of that concept. Okay. Wish you all the best. Hope to see some more papers coming from the student community, not just from the teachers community. Thank you so much. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your insight on the importance of crafting projects on new technologies and about innovative thinking. Now, I call upon our esteemed principal, Dr. Mrityunjay Gilate, sir, to share his few words.
Good morning, everyone. All the dignitaries on the dais, deans, heads of the departments, my faculty colleagues, and my dear students and participants of this conference. Yes, conferences are meant for presenting your idea or presenting your papers. And we call this as a research on initiation towards research. Today, research has become an integral part of regular academics. And hope you all have seen very recently, just 3 days back, the UGC has released the guidelines. Student may not have to complete the master's degree to take up the research work as a PhD towards is a PhD program. So immediately after your 4 years of undergraduate program, you can register for the PhD. Research is definitely necessary because the technology is changing very fast, and by the time you complete your degree in 4 years, the requirement of the industries are going to change, requirement of the society are going to change, and you should be ready with a good amount of knowledge how to create new solutions for the new problems. So towards this, Department of Information Science and Engineering has arranged this particular conference. Uh, used, one paper from outside the country also I have received. It is good. So keep it up. And congratulations to the department, organizing team, and the convener. And my best wishes to all the participants of today's. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your thoughts and reflects on the importance of this conference and potential impact on the academic community. Now, I invite Professor Peter Schmidt for introducing today's keynote speaker, Mr. Edu Jagaragan, Senior Engineer Manager, Intel Corporation. Mr. Edu Jagaragan holds a Senior Engineering Manager position at Intel Corporation with 17 plus years of industry experience across US and India. He spent 15 plus years in the NSI domain designing microprocessors for laptop, desktop, server markets. Currently, his leading team of engineering working on 5 different talks focused on AI, PC, and AI server products for edge markets. He is an investor who is passionate to learn about different business across the world. Yedu Jadavedan is the founder of Stock Investment Club at his company, where he frequently brings the best minds of investing across the globe for talks on investing that are attended by the hundreds of people. In his spare time, Yedu Jadavedan has knowledge with both experienced and young professionals through his talks and articles on semiconductor, career, leadership, motivation, and investing. We are greatly privileged to have you amongst us today. I kindly invite you to deliver the keynote address to our conference, which is sure to set the tone for enlightening and fruitful conference.
Hello, hello. Hello. ಈಗ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ ಮಾಡೋದಂತ
ಹೌದಾ Some students also please join. Come.
Ladies, girls.
ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಇರೋದು
Some students will come.
Yes.
Take care.
We'll take this one.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸೆಲ್ಫಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು.
Say third round.
ಈ ಕಡೆ ನಾವು ತಗೊಳ್ಳ. ಈಗ ಬಾ, ನೀನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಾ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ
Full button.
you will get the secret here also.
Yeah, we have.
Chair up. So chair up. Chair was called.
Hello, hello. Good morning to everybody. Audible at the back? Okay, okay. I hope, I sometime that you guys waited. I don't know if you're here by your own intention or somebody forced you to sit. I understand I was a student once and I can see your feeling. Right? But bear with me for a few minutes. I hope this will be very interesting to all of you. We made this slide deck for who? Not for the teachers, not for the faculty, not for me, not for anybody else, for you. So I call this session "You and Your Job." That's what we are here for. You guys are here after you graduate. So just raise a hand. How many of you are 5 years and will be graduating in the next couple of months? Just raise your hands. Say most of you, 70%, 80%. Right? So do you guys think this is the relevant topic? You and your job? Yes.
Many people are not perfect.
Okay. Let me ask that question. How many of you are looking for a job? Just raise your hands. Still a significant number. Okay, now interesting. Sir actually made a very interesting topic. His main focus was entrepreneurship, startup, all this kind of thing. So let me ask this question: how many of you are already working or thinking about creating your own startup or your own enterprise to become like a business owner or something? Just raise your hands. 1, 2, 3. I can see 3. Good. It's a very honest answer. Love it. By the way, my name is Yadu Jadaved, and I'm your friend. You don't have to hide anything. It's open. Don't worry about your faculty. And you don't have to be shy away for answering any questions, etc. And try to make it as interactive as possible. Okay? Done? Any? Okay, awesome. Great. So 3 is still a very, 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 very small number for your strength, right? 3 people are. It's a good thing that you are thinking that you want to be an entrepreneur, want to start something on your own. But let's focus on this. You and your job. So I always start my talks with something about myself, my background, who am I. On the left top, that's my small family, me, my wife, and 2 kids. Stayed in the US, and they've grown up a little more, but still young. And all these slide deck pictures are from my memories in US. I was there from 2006 to 2020, and COVID hit, and we decided as a family to move back, bring our kids back home so that they can be with their grandparents and all. So we had to move back. So some memorable pictures. I don't know if it is visible all the way back. Okay. Do you guys know who this is? These 2 gentlemen? No. This ex-CEO of Intel, Bob Swan, before the current CEO. This was Intel's board of chairman called Andy Bryant. He was the CFO under Andy Grove, long time Intel CEO. So he was the CFO and then became the board of directors of Intel Corporation, Andy Bryant. This is Professor Ashwath Damodar, called the Dean of Valuation, NYU Stern. This is the topmost authority for valuation and finance. Professor Ashwath Damodar, you can Google. Any guesses on who this is? This gentleman with the glasses here? That is Bill Gates. That is Bill Gates. So this, I happened to visit Omaha, Berkshire Hathaway. That is the company of Warren Buffett. So on the back is Warren Buffett and this from Charlie Munger. Yeah, so will know. So that's Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger, and they were on the stage, and I was probably literally this far from that backboard, right? Maybe a little further, and you can get into this huge conference with 35,000 people, etc. And Bill Gates was there, and he was in attendance. He was in the front row with a lot of people in the race, many other CEOs from us, etc. Apple CEO Tim Cook was also there in that session. I have a picture with that. This is Markel CEO Tom Gaynor, good friend of mine. Me talking at Intel, forums, etc. And it all started inside Intel when I started speaking about finance, investing, and everything, coaching students. And these days, I move. Maybe you can move. This is again Charlie Munger, Vice Chairman of Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett's friend. I had once I visited him in Los Angeles for another talk. He's called Liu. He is called the Warren Buffett of China. Very famous name, Li Lu. He is the founder of Himalaya Capital. This company is called Himalaya Capital. Charlie Munger himself has invested in many companies. And this is me at a talk at US University there, graduate students, mostly Indian students there, Indian Association they called me in. And this was in North Bangalore, near JLP Bangalore, towards Gandhi Hills, that area. There's a NGO where I talked to, it's called Krishna Foundation. And they actually take kids from very underprivileged background. Their parents are, low-wage workers all across India, and they bring them here and tutor them for their 11th and 12th to get into universities. Almost 70% of these students ultimately end up in IITs, AIMS, etc. Very high. It's called Krishna Foundation. So I have the privilege to go there, visit there, and give them a talk. And this foundation is actually started by that investor. His name is Monish Pavrai. He's also in US, in Austin. There's an Indian guy who was in Mumbai who went there. So that is some of the memorable moments back in India. And this is again, once I was here with Intel, we have many things, and my partner and my friend Nikhil Jain is here. You can get to meet him also. He left Intel and was starting his own company. So these are some of the members, and this is Nivritti Rai, who is the head of Intel Invest India now. She was the ex-Intel India president and all. Yeah. All right. So moving on, you want to show this. You don't always get a full room like what we have today. It starts with empty rooms. This was my first talk. Absolutely empty room. There are like 110 people here or there in Oregon. And you start like that. And you should have the confidence to go to empty rooms. I always say this saying, right? Unless you start speaking in an empty room, you'll never get a chance to speak in a full room. Okay? That's how you start. With nothing, nobody, right? And you start and you fail and you fail and you fail and you fail and you fail. Eventually, your successes are built on top of what? Failures. If you get to know me, you'll know that I love quotes. And one of the quotes that I love is, success is defined from going from one failure to the other without losing enthusiasm. Success is going from one failure to the other without losing enthusiasm. I always start this saying, hey, whatever is your situation, whatever is your challenge, whatever is it, whatever you aspire to, start. Just start. Doesn't matter. If you want to speak in front of a, who wants to be one of the keynote speakers in the future? Just raise your hands. Come on. You would love to speak in front of a full audience? Students? There's one brave gentleman there. What about others? Don't hold your dreams back. I'm sure you would want that and you're reluctant to showcase, but we'll get down. So I start by sharing some of my mistakes. Why am I here? So I'm here in front of all your guys, right? So that I can share my experience and what are you going to gain? There's a famous quote again. The intelligent learn from others' mistakes. The wise learn from their own, and fools never level up. So you are all intelligent. You're going to learn from whose mistakes? My mistakes, right? So I'm here says that some of you may not have to repeat the mistakes I did, or some of the people who are in front did. Learn from those mistakes and not repeat it, because you are at the cusp of graduation. After this, college is not there, right? So the first mistake I realize now is that true learning starts after school/college. In US, colleges are called schools, school of engineering, whatever they're called schools. So I said, but true learning starts after you graduate. Do you guys believe that? Today in social media and all these posts are probably relevant, but 7 years ago when I graduated, we had no social media, whatever. All our information was through either newspapers or mass media, like televisions, and that was only Doordarshan, or through our peer network. And this was not a common wisdom. The true learning really starts after college. After college, you are just like how you guys, you just want to go for a job, nothing beyond that. Okay? Of course, I realized the mistake of not investing in myself, my own growth, my own personal life, and other things. But that is one thing. You should invest in yourself first. Not realizing the power of compounding. Very important thing, both in wealth creation as well as goodwill. Okay? If I ever get to speak to you again, each of this is a topic on its own. I don't want to touch on it. Oh, this is a very, very important one. Big mistake. Not understanding what leadership is all about. Show me hands. Who here wants to be a leader? 2 brave girls, 3, 4, 5. I'll ask the question again. Let's think. Who here wants to be a leader? Raise your hands. Again, the same 3 or 4 people. I know you are very shy. See, nobody is looking. Doesn't matter. I'll tell you this importance in very quick lines. What is leadership? There's a very famous leadership coach. His name is Marshall Goldsmith. I quote him. He says, leadership is all about getting something done through and by others. It's all about getting some things done through and by others. What does that mean? As an individual, you have certain tasks, you're able to do that. Good. Good for society, no problem. A collection of individuals separately can also do some tasks individually, no problem. But a leader is one who can take that individual pieces, take it together, and make a group be bigger than the individual and get a big task done. Okay? And in society, those people who can do tasks with the help of others are called leaders. Simple. They could be in any field. In any field. They are leaders. And here's the secret. Here's a secret for you. Society rewards those people who have these qualities of getting things done asymmetrically. It's not even proportional. If one person can get X job done, another can do X job done, X job done, X job done. But if you can make this and make it like 100x, that person is going to be rewarded 50x than individual X's. That is the power of leadership. Right? And it is very important that you start learning that in your ground up, because whatever you do, whether you start startup, whatever it is, you have to have a leader in front of startup to even get it succeed. Right? Whether you work in a company, you have to do all this, you manage, you teach, you do that, have to have leadership qualities to get things done. Simple. Am I right, sir? It's a very powerful thing. I don't know if what is instill that. Apart from your technical knowledge, you have to understand how to become a leader. No, this is something I do, and I'm realizing a mistake now. Of course, there's 2 types of incomes, passive active. We can skip it for now, and many more mistakes. If I go on, it will talk a long time. Why do you stop here? I want to say that we are all human. Mistakes will happen. The only thing I can guarantee is, see, I'm very good at something. I make sure I repeat my mistakes many times so that I thoroughly learn. That's the only thing I can guarantee. Because mistakes are bound to happen. Show me a person who hasn't made a mistake, and I can show you a person who has not tried anything new. Is that right? If you try something new, if a baby starts walking, right? Baby doesn't come automatically by walking, walking. He'll fall down. They'll follow. You start learning anything, bicycling. And my kids are at an age where the younger one is learning bicycling. And she's fearful, whatever it is. Right? But they'll learn. You fall down, you fall down, you fall down, you get up and do that. But if she's afraid of not doing it, she'll never learn. So anything that you want to try to do is bound to have a mistake. Okay? So a quick exercise. You guys ready? Hello? Are you awake? Listening so far? So whatever you're going to share something, I want you to say it aloud. I want to learn something today. Awesome. Good, good, good. Now, look at your friends. Your friends are next to you. More than me, this is for you. You need to learn something. Tell your friends.
You need to learn something.
This is for you. It's not for me, it's for you. This is for you. You told your friend? What was their response? You better make sure you learn. That is the message you should tell them. Be the leader. Okay? Number two, the biggest takeaway here is someday, whatever you learn here, you're going to give back in your own ways to the future generation. Right? You're going to all be leaders, society, and then you give back to your next generation by being speakers or mentors. Am I right, guys? Yes? Louder. Awesome. Great. What do you need for today? A coffee, of course. You need to wake up. If you have a pen and paper, just make sure you write down. I'm going to say something quickly because who knows when we will meet again, right? So hopefully you'll remember some of these things that I'm sharing with you. Okay, and I take this principle very strongly. I tell all my mentees, all my juniors, and things that I don't think I can teach anybody anything. Learning is up to you. But the only thing I can make you do is think. I can make you think a little bit here or there, right? And in fact, Henry Ford, right? You have heard about Henry Ford, who was the founder of Ford Motor Corporation a long time ago, etc. He has said, and many others have said in the past also, that the hardest things that human beings can do is what? Thinking. Most of us put our brain on freeze. The moment you scroll social media, whatever, we're not thinking, we're just scrolling, monitoring. TV screens are. Most of the world is out there to make our life easy by not thinking. You have to really understand this. Anything that is out there, including videos, whatever it is to make sure you relax completely. Don't take the burden of thinking. Completely relax. Because what thinking is one of the hardest things to do. It burns your energy completely. And that's why we are here in an education, academic institution where thinking has to be the topmost priority, which is where sir was saying, how people can write the papers, the journals, whatever, it involves deep thinking. All right, sir? One thing I can say. And two very impactful influences. I have literally listened to most of their talks, whatever it is. And our mentors doesn't have to be people around us, it can be anybody. I always mention them, Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger. If you ever get the chance to read, follow their stuff, listen to their YouTube videos, it's exceptional. How does an average person like me? I'm a very average person. Right? I went to a small college in Kerala, and this, but I had some ambition to succeed, get somewhere. How does an average person become exceptional? I've written something, notes. If you come to me on LinkedIn, I'll share that. But these two gentlemen have epitomized what it means to go from really average, completely unknown. They don't have any special skills or power to become exceptional. And they are billionaires, one of the richest people on the planet. So I have a question for all of you. Guys, this is the same question Warren Buffett asked college students in Georgia in the 1990s. I think it was Georgia Institute of Technology. Famous YouTube speech also, I'm going to ask it. So we have this question to all the students who are graduating. Right? Among all your friends who are graduating, if you had a chance to pick somebody, one person, whose 10% of their earnings or their revenue, right, they are graduating, you are graduating, will come to you for life. Who will that one person be? Who will you pick? From your friends, what qualities are you looking for such that you don't have to work anymore? That 10% of their earnings will come to you forever. What does that mean? You're trying to pick for a person who will succeed in life. Am I right? Who's going to do very well in life? What qualities are you looking for? Any guesses? Come on, we need few answers. Making you think. What qualities will you pick? Anybody? The person in the purple shirt. Serious about life. Good question. Good answer. Anybody else? How about good grades? Good marks. Will you choose that? Okay, some says no. I put it in the category. At least toppers will have some merit, na? They are getting praised in Google, Amazon, whatever. Okay, we'll go to the answers. Not answers. Okay, merit. You're all discounting. You don't want merit. Okay, let's discount that. What about others? What about rich parents? Will they succeed in life? What do you mean? No. Have you seen rich parents' kids not succeed? Very hard to see that. Okay, rich parents is an option. I'm giving you options. You can choose. What about high grades? You're already discounting, not needed. What about good looking? Will they succeed? Somebody saying yes. Have you seen really poor people who are exceptionally good looking? It's hard to see. There is another human bias actually inbuilt in our system. Right? There is a little thing there. What about athletically gifted people? Very talented athletically, physically, awesome, whatever things. They'll have some ways to succeed. Am I right? Highest IQ. No grades, but still exceptional IQ. Will they succeed? But okay, I'll give you the answers. The three answers Warren Buffett gave was intelligence, of course, some level of IQ you need to pick your friend, right? Number two, high energy and passion. Okay? Like you said, be serious about what they want to do, etc. Right? They're very passionate about what they want to do, what they want to achieve. Number three, high integrity. Those are the three picks Warren Buffett gave his audience saying, this is what I'll be choosing for. Three qualities that you look for in your friend if they want to succeed. That means you look for themselves also. And out of these three, Warren Buffett said integrity is the number one. Why? Why is integrity the number one? Any guesses? Okay, a quick story. Quick story. Somebody make you guess. Okay, you were in school previously, yes? Have you ever faced a situation where you have an exam, marks going on, you are a student who got 75, you're very happy, you're maybe 60, you got 75, 80, you're very happy. But suddenly there's a friend of yours, okay, talking with a friend of yours, who got 90 and is still disappointed and says, hey, I should have got 95. Have you faced the situation? Many times? I guarantee that. You will have that. Okay? So the student is very depressed, he no one should have guarantee, and he goes to the teacher. And now the teacher is known for very strict, they will not give any marks to anybody. Okay? That's a practice. But this student goes to a teacher and somehow convinces them to get the extra marks. Fine? That has happened too. You have seen. So you are there with a bunch of friends and the other friend is coming back, right? After they got the marks and you're like, amazing, yeah. What do you call it? Bro, right? Bro is the word here. Not bacha or huh? Amazing, bro. How did you do it? How did you achieve that? The ma'am never gives any mark to anybody, ma'am or sir. But how did you do it? You are like, no, AC, PC. AC, PC. I'm like a smart guy. I don't understand a smart girl. Oh, you're very easy. I just said to give a compliment. Oh man, this sari is suiting you so well. And she just gave. Oh, she knew I was sitting there. Okay, fine. You want marks? Okay, good. I'll give it to you. Has that happened to you? Something similar? Like there are some students who come back with extra marks by doing something, right? Yes. You're nodding your head. Okay. Now, so you are there, your group of friends is there, and the friend is coming and they're saying, yeah, I just easy, it is very easy to fool man, whatever, get the mark, whatever I got. It's like, you are like, wow, this guy is a genius, brilliant, amazing, right? It happens, right? Happens. And then, but in the back of your mind, you're thinking, if they're able to fool and get this marks, what if I step away? Do you think they will be able to fool me? It can happen, right? What if the scenario changes? The person who comes back, right, with that marks, You ask, oh man, the same question you said, oh, you're such a genius, how did you get, mama sir will never give the marks, but you still make it happen, right? But what is that person's response of this? What if they say, yes, I got the marks, I deserved it, I wrote the things, probably sir or ma'am made a mistake, and I also happen to, compliment them on whatever they are daring, because I really felt they were looking good. So I did it, very honest. And the students will say, no, you still fooled. I said, no, nothing. I made an honest thing, and that's what I had. And then you walk away. What do you feel about that student? You, as a person, will feel, oh, this person is somebody with right? They are doing what they say, and they say what they do. Because whatever came from them is their. Does it make sense? It's inside them. So the person with integrity, as you would know, is a person who would be selected or picked by their peers every single time. Because you know that inside and outside it's the same. Does that make sense? So integrity is an absolute number one policy that you should always have, especially if you leave the outside world, workforce, because that is one thing that is lacking out there in the world. And you will easily shine out there if you are the person with integrity. That doesn't make sense, guys? Very important. This is the epitome of what we want to talk about. There were two people. They were asked this question: what is your job? What do you want to do? Right? And let me ask you guys, the lady in the green, what do you want to do? Doctor. You want to be a doctor? You want to be a doctor. I want to be a doctor. That's the answer. What about somebody else? What do you want to do? The person with the specs, blue shirt, yeah, right behind it. Yeah, what do you want to do?
I want to open my own business.
You want to open your own business, but you didn't raise your hand. Okay, good. First answer the student gave, I want to be a doctor. Very noble thing. We have been training from the time we are like 6 years, 8 years. Our grandparents, our aunts, uncles all will come to our house and they'll ask, what do you want to do? If I say a doctor, all these things, they're happy. Right? If I say engine driver, engine driver. No, don't do that. Okay. Anyway, same question was asked to another person. And their answer was, I want to save people's lives. See the tone? Do they both do the same thing? Doctor saves lives? Yes? Absolutely. What about the second one? How do they define it? The thing is, subtlety about the first question is, I want to be a doctor. You ask the question, why do you want to be a doctor? There are many answers. Right? Hey, I want to be well paid, I want a prestigious job, maybe I have a loan at home, I have to serve that, all these answers open. Why? Correct? Am I right? But the moment you have this feeling, I want to save people's lives. Why do you want to save lives? Answer is, I want to save people's lives. That's it. That's within you. That's core within you. What is the outcome of this feeling? Look at the things. Take time. Job is same. How do you save people's lives? All things open, right? It's not just a doctor now. A nurse, it could be a physician, it could be somebody who is manufacturing drugs, medicines, pharmacists, all kinds of professions open up. Why? What is your job? I'm not a pharmacist. I am saving people's lives. That is the importance. You understand what I'm saying? It is the why that you do a job that is important. So when you leave this institution, when you're trying to go out there, find your own why. Find the reason why you are working somewhere. And if you can convert your statement, I want to be a doctor, I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a AI engineer or whatever, to I want to solve this problem. Take that as your job. Does it make sense, guys? That should be your job. The title doesn't matter. Your job should be your mission in life. And only the people who serve a mission will be able to create whatever, like what Sir said, new things, new paradigms, new everything. Am I making sense, guys? So that is the key message, you and your job. It's all about defining what your mission is, defining what your passion is. And people who really enjoy what they do, they say my work is my passion. So if you ask me today, right, it took me a long time to understand what my passion is. I love working with young minds like you. I love working with young minds like you. More take help, whatever. I'm an investor myself. I will continue to invest for a long time. I invest in myself. I invest in you. Both time, energy, money, all these things. So that defines what I do. It's not the title. It's not what I do. Right? Engineering manager doesn't matter. I help people achieve what they want. That's how I define myself now. Okay. So you're at a very the cusp of age, right? Most of you are what? 20, 21? 20, 21 age? 22? Some of you are there? Okay, good. So I was saying about entrepreneurship, that is the focus of the hour, the whole country, etc., right? One tap. You know who this gentleman is? Who is this? Guys, come on. You're in computer science. Information security is branch of computer science. You should know who this is. Who is it? Not visible at a distance. Any guesses? At least in the front seats. At the back, is it visible? Not much. Ah, who? Yes, it is Bill Gates. It is Bill Gates. Next picture. Who is
Steve Jobs.
this person? Sir, no, Steve Jobs. Who's next to him?
Steve Wozniak. Steve Wozniak.
Steve Wozniak. That's right. Steve Wozniak. Who's that? Elon Musk. That's right. Who's that? Yashwant. Yashwant, sir. Does it look like Yashwant? Who is Yashwant, by the way? Raise your hand. Where is Yashwant? Where? He's hiding. Yashwant was the poor guy who was sleeping, and those guys woke him up. Anyway, that is Michael Dell, founder of Dell. Next picture. Who's that?
Facebook.
That's not Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg. Correct. Last one. Who's those? I'm sorry, the picture is not clear in the back. Who are those? You might know. That is Larry Page and Sergey Brin, founders of Google. Why did I put all these pictures? I mean, see, look at it. It's Microsoft. It is Apple, Tesla, Dell, Meta, Facebook, and Google. Topmost companies in the world. What is common for all of them? Started early. Bill Gates founded Microsoft when he was, if I'm not mistaken, 19 years of age. Okay? With Bill Allen and somebody else also. They were 19 years old. Steve Jobs founded Apple when he was 21. Elon Musk started his first company called SIP2. That was the first company in 1994, if I'm not mistaken. And he was about 24 years old. Michael Dell started Dell Corporation by assembling boxes, whatever, putting all these things together and selling it off at the age of 17. Mark Zuckerberg started Facebook at 18 years or 19 years. Larry and Sergey were PhD students, so a little older. They started Google when they were like 24. The key message here is what they do. They all started. They all found their passion. They all found their cue. And look at this picture. What is another thing that is common between all of them? This is very obvious. Huh? Hard work is not common in this picture. Come on, what is the common thing in all of these things? Computer. All of them were associated with the personal computer industry. Am I right? 100%. Microsoft wrote the software for the first IBM machines. They were building their own first Apple Macintosh systems. I mean, Elon Musk is working on some Pentium chip. Michael Dell, I mean, that is PC United, PC United, you can see. Again, PC. Mark Zuckerberg's first website, like Facebook, was built on browser on top of the PCs only. There was no mobile phones at the time. And Sergey and Larry, they built Google in 1998, first search engine for the personal computer. I think that is not in all of that. They use which chips? Intel chips. Intel was in all of this. I was privileged to work in the company that transformed computing as we know it. Why did I put this picture? It's not just to show starting early is important. They all worked in one industry which had a complete paradigm shift to anything that came beyond this. Anybody here understands that the computer industry completely changed? This is pre-internet. This is pre-internet, at the cusp of internet. Okay. Elon Musk made the first 22 billion, huge amount. Okay. And those days, in '98, when he sold his first company called Zip2, which was have you heard about Yellow Pages? Right? You heard about Yellow Pages, the book. He converted the first digital version of Yellow Pages and called it Zip2, which is like an online database for businesses. Which in India, like there's something called Just Dial. They did it in Bombay and whatever, like companies will list them on that thing, extra online version. This was just before Google came and revolutionized the search engine, how you query. Before that, they actually stored like databases and stored them like book format, and you have to query with the database to find out what is there. The point being, they all were associated with the revolution, the computer industry. After this came the cloud industry, right? The SaaS businesses, one Amazon entered, all this thing kind of thing, right? And now we are at the cusp of next computing platform. What is that? Artificial intelligence, right? And it is a computing paradigm. Why? I'll tell you, because I'm within Intel, I've worked there, I can understand, and somebody mentioned, ma'am mentioned, right? I'm working on 3 or 4 different SoCs or system on chip. We make the chips. This is all AI enabled. Meaning we are building the neural networks inside the chip which can do the processing that is needed. The important things of this AI is how the computation is done. From the traditional standard linear pipelines of the architecture, you must have taken computer architecture in your course. Am I right, guys? You know the ARM architecture, the pipeline instruction fetch, decode, etc. I'm hoping that you have learned that, some of you. The AI systems and neural networks is a completely different architecture, which needs new problems, new solutions that need to be fixed. And I don't think we are going back to the traditional linear because the computing speed up that you get is almost like 10 to 100x. If you're getting 100x, that is actually a revolution, right? If you look at all the revolutions of human history, right? Whether we went from cavemen to fire to finding the wheel to steam engine to petrol engines, etc. It all came when there was a paradigm shift in the output that we could deliver, how fast we could go, right? So computing paradigm with AI is transformative. The fact that underneath the computation, it's 10 to 100x faster than the traditional systems on which the CPUs are based. That's a fact. Okay. Now, the question I have for you is, you are the cusp, right there you are graduating, and sir was asking this question, what is the job 4 to 5 years ago in the future? I don't know. I don't know. Nobody, any company knows the answer. If you ask Google people, Facebook people, Meta people, Twitter people, you can't know what the new job will be with generative AI. This is where it is very important for you to define the problem statement. To chase your dreams, you say, do I want to be a doctor or do I want to save people's lives? If you define your problem statement now at an early age when it is right for you to do it, you can solve the next worst problems for the next 10 to 20 years. And that is what I'm trying to do. Does it make sense, guys? Next slide. You can go. I listed down pros and cons of starting early, starting at the college level, etc. It's just academic, right? I mean, you have access to all kinds of resources, faculty, very senior people who are mentoring you, doing that. But on the balance, time is a constraint. You have to do coursework and your internship. It is tough. So there are some pros and cons of starting early. I want you to think and define it. Let me not define it for you. Of course, there are learning opportunities, but of course, when you start young, you have financial constraints. You have to outlive it. Sometimes when you start, like me, we are mature, might have, brought in some wealth on its own and then start. There could be a financial advantage, but these days with startups, with funding, angels, investors, accelerators, etc., that is also not a problem. See, by the way, back in the days, you have to learn history, by the way. To actually look forward, you have to go backwards. You have to look forward, you have to really go backwards and understand how this became. And all of these people were trying to build their own companies, right? There was a common person called Arthur Rock from Sequoia Capital. He was the seed investor for Intel Corporation in 1969 when they built it. He was the same investor who went to Apple Corporation also, incorporated them. And they had a huge network of similarly mined technology companies. That's how the startups came. Sequoia Capital was the first venture capital firm. The common thread there was, at that time, the only way a founder could take in any money was through what? Traditional banks. You have to go to a bank, request the bank officer to get you a loan, and to get your loan, what do you need? You have to show some assets, right? And you have to pay 20% capital, 80% they will give you a loan. But nobody had capital at that time. And that is where the startups are coming, where somebody is funding you without any money also. So that funding problem is solved, things like that. So you guys go ahead, deeply think about what problems you want to solve and whether you want to solve it right at the early age or you do it later in life. It's a very important quote. I will leave it before you head this age. A quote by Benjamin Franklin, who's considered to be the mentor of Charlie Munger. He says most people die at the age of 25, they just buried at 75. Does it make sense, guys? What does it mean? You know, this quote was framed by Benjamin Franklin, and Benjamin Franklin was one of the architects of US Constitution. And US Constitution was written in 1776. So it's 250 years ago. So if you come back to our age, I would say most people die probably 30, buried or cremated at 80 or 90 because our age has grown a little further. Okay? 1736 something to change, right? Why is it important? Because what happens there is once you leave this institution, once you go outside, whatever, and once you get a regular paying job, you're sticking to that, your dreams die. Once you get a fixed salary, whatever, the people in the front are nodding. I know how my friends, everybody is there. Even the top students who graduate from my universities, etc., sometimes they plateau. Right? All kinds of responsibility happen. Marriage, kids, older parents, that things, you have a house loan, you have that thing, right? You bury your dreams. Whatever was the dream, whatever the vision, I would love to do it. You do it when you are young. Otherwise, it's much, much, much harder to do that. And majority of the human population, doesn't matter India, China, US, Europe, Australia, anywhere. This is the reality. I was in the US, I've seen US people, I've seen how Americans behave, I know how Middle East people, the Arab behave, whatever it is, right? Most people bury their dreams. Please don't let that happen to you. You're all still 21, 22. Before you head it, at least you have a few years to work on your dreams and chase them. It's also very important. And say it out. We don't stop learning because we get older. We get older because we stop learning. We only get older when we stop learning. Anything, any technology. It doesn't matter. Technologies keep evolving. Every decade, almost every decade, something new is coming out. Almost every day. And the moment we stop, we start becoming old. Like my grandmother passed away, but she passed away at the age of 97. Right? And mobile phones came out in 2008. By 2010, 11, in India also, it's been relevant, right? Mobile phones came out. But imagine, for an 80-year-old, she was born pre-independence. Pre-independence to now, the amount of changes that has happened to the society. Transformation, unbelievable, right? Computers came in, banking, that thing, this thing, and she skipped the computer generation and she said, I would love to learn how this mobile phone operates. I want to SMS, I want to WhatsApp. So when I was in US, my grandmother used to see her grandkids, my kids, right? You don't stop learning because you're turning old. You start turning old when you stop learning. So please make sure this is a very important lesson that you continue to be updated on the next generation, irrespective of the age. Oh, very simple. I'll state in one word. Law of money. Money always follow this. Again, I'll take example of two doctors. Doctor number one, doctor number two. Yeah. Equally talented, equally good at both the things that they do. Whatever questions they prescribe, both will work. If they're doing surgery, both will work. But one has a very nice attitude. You go to the doctor, they're not screaming at you, they're not angry at you, they're not asking you anything, they treat you very nicely. The other doctor, you'd have wonder doctors who are angry, right? Have you seen some doctors who will get angry very instantly? Yes, right? In India, at least the doctors, because the volume of patients are so much, still getting business. But again, this rule was not written by Indians. You go outside, right? Your behavior really matters because your volume of patients is meaningless, right? So you really get paid based on how much people like you, how much people accept you, and that is the reality. So mold your character, mold your framework in which your likability is also a little higher, and that is a very important part because you get paid disproportionately on that factor also. The Chinese proverb, I'll say, a man without a smile shouldn't open a shop. A man without a smile shouldn't open a shop. If you are going to go to the entrepreneur path, you better start learning to smile and getting those customers. Okay? So, how do you rise up in your career? Sir, how much time do you have? How much time do we have? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? Yeah. Now, I know a lot of you are looking for a job, am I right? And you don't even know what happens in a big MNC, multinational corporation, a big firm, Indian firm also, 15,000 species, whatever. How do you really go up in your career? The bigger the organization, the harder it is to work. Am I right? The larger the organization, tougher it is to work. Why? Because there are all kinds of barriers. You are at the tail end of a big chain of people. To go up, you either have to wait until somebody retires, somebody moves, and then go up, right? So how do you solve this problem? And this one I keep primarily for the people who are already working. Like people who are already working, they have been working for 3 years, 4 years. They will easily understand it. I don't know how much you'll be able to grasp, but just bear with me. Please choose who you work with, and it can be applicable when you are going for a job interview also. The way the interviewer is approaching you, way the interviewer is treating you, it's also a feedback for you whether to accept the job, work with them. Please don't choose the job because of the pay. That's my simplest advice. They will come eventually. It's your character, your attitude, your knowledge, your willingness to work, your willingness to improve that will determine your pay ultimately. So that will eventually come. Like I mentioned, number 2 is very important, leadership qualities. You will rise up in any organization the moment you start showing leadership abilities. I mean, Nikhil, my friend, is a classic example of that. He was employed for 3.5 years within Intel. Everybody at Intel knew him, including the president. That is the level of impact he made within. Why? Because he has leadership abilities. Change entire dynamics of every business unit vertically. It's important that you find mentors, your allies within the organization outside who can help you to grow. Mark my words. And the mentors can come from any domain. That allied doesn't matter. Next. In turn, you actually grow, and this is part of the leadership abilities. When you start mentoring others, your juniors, the batches that come after you, if you are able to take them along and get some work accomplished, your seniors will go to reward you, recognize you, and that is one way to easily get promoted. And of course, surround yourself with people better than you. Stop there. There's much deeper conversation which we can go to. This is one of the last slides of this presentation. You have heard the whole thing. I hope it was valuable. What do you guys think? Oh, good. You are going out of this institution, most of you. Am I right? And you have some goals to achieve in life. Like I said, I want you to go back home, think. Take a week, take 10 days, it doesn't matter. Take a month. Really go deeper and look. This is a great Chinese, I think it's a Chinese or European saying, right? It's a very profound, deep. It says, we all have 2 lives. We all have 2 lives. The second one starts when we realize we only have one. The second one starts when we realize we only have one. And that you'll be hit at one point of time. You realize that I have only one fixed life. I want to achieve something in my life. I don't want to be just average and do something, right? So please define your goals and work on it. What is needed for to face interviews? When you're getting into the competition, the most important thing is just preparation, 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 preparation. That's it. Why is that? Because a champion, which you will be once you get that qualified job, right, is clearly recognized in the ring. A champion becomes a champion when you practice rounds, right? You know who this is? Muhammad Ali, famous boxer, right? He died, but he was the foremost champion, the world famous Muhammad Ali. A lot of people, this was one of the most famous, iconic images ever. He's defeating George Foreman, and this book is a famous icon. You have seen that in many movie posters, whatever. Have you guys seen it? Some of you? Yeah, that book like this. Did he become a champion in the ring that day? I would say no. He did not become a champion in that particular moment. He was just recognized as a champion. But when did he truly become the champion? He truly became a champion on the images that we already have seen. Next. This is when he really became a champion. At the ring, he was just surrounded. People just recognized him as a champion. But when he became a champion, is during his practice sessions. World haven't seen these kind of pictures. He has shadow boxing, inside water, underwater boxing. This, he's doing drill hugging. This is when practice sessions are when you become champion. So similarly, your age, right? Interview is just the validation phase of what you know. Somebody's trying to see how much you know, how much you can get work, etc. So if you take the points that I just said today, which is a deep passion for learning, deep passion for the problem that you want to solve, right? Go with high integrity on your work. If you totally don't know, just say, I don't know, but I'd love to learn. Nobody is going to answer, bother with it. If you think the interviewer is going to only select the person who knows everything, that's okay. That's not the right job for you anyway. Get to a place where the interviewer knows, like I have interviewed so many people last night, right? I actually pick the candidate who says, I really don't know, I will love to learn. That's a better candidate than somebody who says, I know everything. Because the moment you say you know everything, you become the person who died at 25, who's waiting to be buried at 75. You know everything. What is that to learn? The next 50 years of career, you're not going to learn anything. Isn't it? I would rather have the 25 or 21-year-old who says, I know nothing, because we can teach them something. So you go with that attitude, it's going to be transformative for you. A quick, this is for you guys that, how many of you use LinkedIn? A lot of you? Do you reach out to job seekers, HR, etc. through LinkedIn? You connect to managers? Yes. Okay. So maybe this is very, very relevant to you if you can pay attention to more things. Okay. When you're reaching out, and this happened to me, I'll show you examples also from students like you guys across the country and even from outside US, outside India also. Please address them by their name, Dr. Ma'am, etc. LinkedIn messages, please treat them like emails. These are not your WhatsApp messages to your friend, boyfriend. Don't say bro, please. I have had messages address me as bro. I will completely ignore it. I'm sorry, I don't have the time that way. Okay? Hire the person, hire the number of years, please show some respect because they are also very, very busy in their lives and careers. You get probably 5 to 10 seconds to have their action. That's it. After that, they are gone. That's it. Before you correspond, learn a little bit about the name, what they are, what they have done, where they are from, etc. Try to make a connection. Be very genuine and simple. Nothing important, right? Mention something about them in your message. Why you are connecting with them? Maybe they are from the Rotary Club. Maybe they are from your hometown. Maybe they are from this institution. Maybe you know somebody from there. Maybe they have a common connection. Mention that when you first message them. And that's why you have to be really thoughtful. I want you to think before you send the first message to the unknown person who might be your chance to get into certain company. Does it make sense? Next one. Add a personal note. When you send a connection request, don't just send blindly. Please add a note. Hi, sir, ma'am, I would like to reach out for this and this reasons. Okay? I'll go to some examples here. And of course, make sure your LinkedIn profile is updated. You have a picture, you have a background, you mention which college you are from, you put your degree, you put your resume in your LinkedIn. That is completely updated. That's next. Okay. I am really sorry that you are not able to see. I don't know how many can read you. Read this. Can you guys see this row? Can you guys see? This is hard. What about on the back? No? You're not able to see? So let me read it out. Okay, guys? So this came to be message. Sir, can you help me? I wanted to get MSRP work. Presently working as contract worker through this. That's message. That's the first message. Is it an okay message? No? Why not? Is there anything wrong with this message? What do you think will happen if somebody reads this message? Sir, I want to do a master's or whatever in PD, physical domain, which is back in VLSI. And I'm working as a contractor in some company. That's it. That's a message. I'll tell you the first problem. This person has addressed their needs. I want to work. That's it. Very simple. There's no problem there. But he's not addressed the problems of me. He said, yes, he wants to work. So on. Right? We'll ask the question. A better message. So this is another one. I am pursuing masters in electrical computer engineering and focus on thing and looking for summer internship. And then look up here. There is a looking star. Spelling mistake. Spelling mistake. You're connecting somebody first time and you have this. It can happen. That is okay. No problem. But that's why I said I want you to take a few minutes, put the thoughts, write the message, then send it. Treat it like a email. Okay. This is it. Requesting you to consider my profile for openings. You probably don't get a response if you say something like that. This is another one. I'm studying ICEIET in this university with specialization in VLSI. I'm searching for internship. I'm interested in digital design. Can you help me? This message. I am doing this. Can you help me? Right? They are very direct, no problem there, but they still didn't answer the question. So what for the receiver? Okay, they didn't make any personal connections yet. The first response itself is, hey, I'm looking for a job. Can you help me? No problem, but I'm saying if the message is better, the responses could be even better. So look at this one. So started like this. Sorry for the thanks. I do. Thank you for connecting. I'm looking for internship this thing. Whatever. Please let me know if there are relevant opportunities. Much better messaging than can you help me with this? Am I right? Huh? Right? Similar things only. Very similar request to this. Look at this message. Hi, that's it. Never even address me with the name. Hi, so and so. That is okay. But this is a much better. Hi, thank you for connecting. This is what I am. I am, studying these courses. Please let me know if there are relevant opportunities. Would love to connect with you. Would like to talk to you. Something like that. That is a much better message. Regards, they have said. I think you should put your name also. This starts getting better, by the way. Message getting better. Thank you for connecting. Now, this one, here it reads, you have excellent experience. First as an associate designer, then as a manager. I've just started to step into the silicon development industry and I'm very excited. Happy friend. That's the first message. Right? Hello, you do. Thank you for connecting. And then he did something which is very important. Instead of sharing what he needs, he started saying, you have relevant experience, you put the other person in there. Hey, you are the manager, you are the senior. Oh, you've been working in IBM for such long. Oh, you work in Infosys, you work in Google. This is wonderful that you work in. I would love to know how I may be able to help you. You understand what I'm saying? Don't put your needs in front of a stranger. Ask them what you can do. That is a better message. Go forward. Look at this one. How do you do? That's fine. You're addressing it, right? And actually, in our industry, especially in MNCs, US based, we address everybody by first name. That is okay, but you don't have to say sir, ma'am, especially for US companies. That's an accepted terms. Even very senior people will just say the name. Right, Nivriti, ma'am, I'll just say Nivriti. She was called me by name. That's even for internet. Thank you for video contents that you share. So, for example, if somebody is sharing materials, posters, whatever it is, they do that. You start with doing that. I'm about to share my career now. Start is the word, but hopefully at the age of 23, if I take your advice correctly, I'm good at investing and learn more. I just wanted to let you know that I do watch and like your video. They are very informative for somebody like me. So they're starting the message by saying that something that I've shared is useful for them. Right? This builds the first level of connection. They never shared that, hey, they need a job. Most likely it will end up in there, but they're building the connection, repository, to get to that place. Eventually ask the question, how can I be of help? Look at this one. Even better. This is one of the ones I responded, right? Thanks for sharing all your posts. Your posts are very informative and helpful to us students. Wishing you a very happy New Year, sir. Simple message. You connect with them, and I have personally connected with students, help them to solve some of their problems, get in mentorship, whatever it is, etc. And do that. But these kind of messages, so I took you and walked you through some of the next one you go. Where please don't go to the left side where you're just not even calling somebody by their name, addressing them, right? Putting it up like a letter. Instead of putting your needs first, you connect with them by saying, yes, your post, your things are being very useful. Even if they don't share, they're in something, etc. Would love to learn how you got to this post. Put it that way, right? Can you spare 30 minutes for me? You're at Google, you worked in abroad. I would love to catch up with you, even have a coffee chat with you. Can you help me to see how you learn, how you achieve? I would love to learn from you. That is a better way to meet somebody. It's not directly saying, yeah, I need a job. Guys, does it make sense? And there are a ton of people around you. We are in the Silicon Valley. We are in Bangalore. All kinds of companies, all kinds of industries, all kinds of CEOs, mentors, VPs, directors, everyone is. You just need to catch 5 seconds to 10 seconds of their attention. You will grab that attention only when you focus on them. Does it make sense, guys? I don't think I can give a better advice than this. Principal sir already nodding his head. You can understand what I said. Okay? And I leave you with this. The questions I ask anywhere, at any point of time, is this, and I want to give it to you. Take it and run with it. If you ask these 3 questions in life at any point of time, I can guarantee that you will be successful. And trust me, not many people will ask these 3 simple questions. Question number 1, what is it? Louder. At the back, they should hear. How can I help? This should be part of you, deep within you. Right? Any conversation, any message, anything that you do should start from this. How can I help you? That's why I said, you connect with somebody very senior, you want to get a job, but you ask them the question, I would love to learn about you. Please tell me how I can. They respond saying, sir, can I set up coffee? I love to learn from you. How did you get there? What courses did you do? Who is the right person to contact? Then everything opens up. Next one. Very important question. Okay, read it aloud. How can I help? At the end of the session, even in an interview which is going south all the way down, you face the interview, it was tough questions, you won't get anything. At the end of the day, they'll ask you, do you have any questions for me? Right? Please use this. It's very powerful. Sir, tell me, how can I improve? I know I may not be able to get a job today. Very obvious. It's okay. I know I have to improve something, but I would love to learn from you. What are the things I should do? They will give you some tips. They'll either say you do this course or whatever. Then, don't leave the call and any interview, any tip. It's an opportunity for you to establish that relationship. That is the most important thing. You end the thing by saying, sir, ma'am, I'm going to give one of the feedback that you gave me. Can we connect back after 3 months? Oh my goodness. I can guarantee that out of the 100 people they have interviewed, maybe 1 will do that. 1. Be among the 1 out of the hundreds. You will be the very few people who have said, sir, give me feedback right now. What can I improve? 1 or 2 tips. I'll work on this. Can we connect? 99% they will say yes, we can connect, no problem. So only very few people will say no, that's okay, leave it, no problem, we go next. How can I improve is very thing. What is this? How can I inspire? How can I inspire? That is the fundamental aspect of being a human being, right? Charlie Munger has defined the best thing a human being can do is to let somebody else know a little better, right? If you have gone through your life, like if I have gone, I inspired few of you, just few of you, one or two, and if you can attribute me 10, 20 years down the line, I may not even remember you, just like how I put Mark over the Charlie Munger, right there in the post, hey, this guy inspired me. This person inspired me to become what I want. This person inspired me. Isn't that the best thing I can do to you, to future generation? Beyond, it goes beyond help, beyond improve. The third important, most important question is how can I inspire what is in front? You can inspire anybody, you can inspire your professors, you can inspire your teachers, you can inspire your parents, you can inspire anybody. It's that inspiration comes from your passion, your ability, everything about you. It's already your journey itself is inspiration. Think about how you transform from ordinary to excellent. That's what I'm about. I thank you very much. This is I want to say position doesn't make a leader. The leader takes the position. You can connect to me. I'm on LinkedIn. And thank you very much. I want to invite Nikhil Jain. He's the co-founder CEO of a company called Vishnasta Startup Academy. And he worked with a lot of young students like you in multiple universities, partnering and helping them with their ideas, etc. So, Nikhil, you can take a few minutes and come.
Good afternoon. Edu made you sleep? Yes? That's okay. You were sleeping and he made you alright. Yes? Okay, fine. By the way, how was his talk? Good? Good? Best? Not good? Worst? Time waste. Made your day. We traveled 1.5 hours in the traffic and we cancelled so many tickets. We came here just to address you, just to meet you. Okay, so great. So this is Nikhil Jain, founder and CEO, Vishnasta Startup Academy. So before I actually get into the what I want to talk or whatever it is, I'll just give a brief intro of what I did. Okay. I studied my engineering in a even more Tier 3 college or Tier 4 college, Bahubali College of Engineering. It's a religious college where there was somewhere around zero placements. How much placements? Zero placements. And still, you are in the Bangalore, outskirts of Bangalore. When there are many campus interviews or something happens, you can and for girls it's free. Right? BMTC. Please drop me next university. Job fair is happening. Right? I traveled from Shamnagara, wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning and travel just to attend one interview, just to give one test, written test, just to attend the first programming round. From there, we used to come from there to here. Just to attend interviews, we came here. I think the placement here, whatever it is, it's much better compared to those colleges. Actually, why I said this, you're in a better place, you're in a better college, you're in a better position, you have better guides to guide you. And they're like visionaries. Murthy sir is, he himself is a visionary. And I think Prakash sir tends towards from just academics to entrepreneurship. I'll come to that. So your founders, leaders are following this approach means you obviously will follow that approach, right? So the end of it was, I think it was still April, June. So June was my graduation, 2017. Till April 14 or some day, still I had 0 jobs. So I keep on trying. Okay. So at the end of June, July, I had 13 offers. How come? What was my aim? April, May, June. My only job is to, okay, college did not provide any placements. That's okay. I did not blame the college. I did not blame the placement officer. I did not blame the principal. They have done. When you stop blaming and start something on your own, and you did your research, okay, there is something, job fair is happening, there is some campus review is happening, some food races are happening. Nobody come and help you. When you start attending interviews, you will learn. Experience matters. The way you attend interviews will improve. Correct? So I see some of the students raised your hand. I don't get job still. Now, what's the next step? Blame college? Blame principal, sir? Blame HOD? Huh? There is strong professional of networks called LinkedIn. Have you heard? By the way, how many of you are in LinkedIn? LinkedIn? Good. I think today, after all this, I think half of the people who don't have LinkedIn should create a LinkedIn account and send me a request. Send me a request. At least we'll get connect. I'll search who are there in your professional networks and search. And based on your interest, based on a job search, you can apply. There's a lot more things to do with professional networks. I'll just come back to the old point. I got placements, so then I did not feel like going to a company because they were just offering 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs. Yeah. 1 year fees is 4 lakhs. Engineering students, and my yearly fees of companies 4 lakh package. I don't like to work. I upgraded myself. I felt personally that I have to work on what are my mistakes. I started upgrading the skills. There was no AI, ML during that time, at least just introduction to AI. So as soon as I felt what are the job opportunities you have in industry, what the world is looking into, what other professionals are looking into. So there you need to upgrade your skills to get a job. That's what I did. I got the job. And I was there for almost 2 years as a content. So it's Xerox company, so where they manufacture those Xerox US-based companies and they started their IT services, the content business services subsidiary. I worked in validation, testing engineer. I was into manual automation, Selenium, database engineer, and client testing. I was computer science graduate. I felt who will do testing, yeah. Right? So then I quit my job and joined MTech in Ramaya. So I graduated from Ramaya 2021. So from MTech. So then I joined Intel as an intern. It was just COVID time when there was almost hiring freeze or No one knows what's going to happen. At that time, joined intern as an intern, not even full time. So, you know what earlier days, what we used to do? We used to take your laptops, go to the service centers, upgrade your laptops, right? And when some hardware went bad. So, what is the new technology that I personally was working on? Firmware updates, right? So, updating the firmware just by connecting the internet. Very simple. After doing this idea, this project, they got converted me to the full time. Then I was working as a cloud software development engineer and C++ for my core skills. While doing the development, okay, now I got testing is boring. Okay, now to development. I was working for development. Now, one more new passion came to my mind. I want to do something new. I want to help others. I want to help my colleagues. Or do something new. What I wanted to do? Always, if you see my journey, have come out of my comfort zone. Right? And just we started along with, I think Edu, he was my personal professional advisor, mentor at Intel, and now also he's my co-founder for my company. What we used to do, we formed a group of professionals. We started doing networking, communication. We started doing multiple events. And then we formed all together, we formed the Next Gen Intel India IRG, and I became vice president of Next Gen Intel India IRG. And we are also managing Intel Labs. So how many of you use Amazon, Instagram, Flipkart, right? So nowadays it's become a part of life. So just to build data centers for Intel for our clients. Okay? Data centers, whatever that Edu mentioned was completely about the CPUs, this little back generation. So now we are all into data centers. If your WhatsApp doesn't work, if your Instagram doesn't work, instead of checking, instead of blaming Instagram servers, you blame your internet connectivity, your Wi-Fi. You just try to switch and off your Wi-Fi. But that's not the case. There's something wrong with the server, something wrong with the data center. And during the Amazon festival, we all try to grab the offers. We Indians know, we love offers. They love giving offers. Correct? And that time what will happen? The huge data center service crash will happen. So there is a transformation phase. So there we was building the data center for Intel India. And I was managing the data centers. Okay. And now, and in the course of working with the next gen, we started something called event management company outside of our work, and we did many trekking. You know, but apart from work, we people Sundays, what we will do? We go trekking or some DJ night parties, or we host a good Garba night. And yeah, we made good profit, and we stopped that business line. And now where with this course, I realized students are there, and inside any intern or any people join us. So we used to welcome them as a part of our next gen Intel India. So we used to welcome them. They're just college grads. So Intel will usually hire from IITs, NITs, and also they come. We used to interact. So full hall, 500, 600 people. Used to come address. I was doing anchoring from the keynote speaker. I think one of the picture it was there. So, but we understand them, even though IIT and NITs, there's a gap between academics, there's a gap between the corporate culture. So we started helping them, we started training them. We started understand their problems, pain points. In that course, I personally felt we to come out of and start something on our own. That is where I just left Intel in the month of Jan and then started my own company along with Edu. So it's called Vision as a Startup Academy. Okay. So what we do, what other companies want, they all like final products, right? Now final years, right? They all want final products. No one want first year, second year, third year. At least internship they will give. No. So their students' quality, if you train from scratch, the student quality will increase. Am I right? So we train students from second year, third year. We offer them internships. We put them into real-time problems. We guide them to actual profitable models, and we help people to build their own businesses. Now, this is what's important. 2 minutes. I think you raised 1 or 2 hands when Nedu asked, how many of you want to become entrepreneurs? I think he has done his job and have given a little intro about what we did. Now, a little 10-second activity. I want to close your eyes. I know you already started closing, but officially I'm telling, just close your eyes for 10 seconds and think, if I don't get job, can I start something new? Or I don't have job. I don't care. I'll start something new. Or how many of you here, instead of becoming employee for someone else, want to become employers? Now, open your eyes and please tell me, please raise your hands. How many of you want to become entrepreneurs? Want to start something new? Want to start something on your own now, or at least down the line, 1 to 2 years when you get some opportunity? I want to raise your hands. How many of you? Come on. No one wants to start on your own? 1, 2, 3. Raise, no problem. 3, 4, 5. Come on. No? Okay, at least we are trying to create some more impact. 2 to 3 more people increased. 3 to 6, we have doubled. I think this is our job. Our job coming here is now almost, we are able to motivate 2 to 3 people. What motivated you? The words, right? What motivated you? Words. Words are most powerful thing. Words can start the war. Words can end the war. I think great. So please, it's time up. I believe so. You're hungry, and thanks for bearing with us. And please do connect me at ICEIET-2024 on LinkedIn. So my name is Nikhil Chang, CS, founder and CEO, Vision Startup Academy. We help students to provide internship. We help students to improve their knowledge. We help students to build their own businesses before even graduation. We'll see if you have some ideas where we can put you in with one of our existing groups. At least we can help them since we are here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for both the speakers, Mr. Iru Jadavedan and Mr. Nikhil Jain, for your exceptional presentation at this event and for sharing your insight and expertise, which will surely make a significant impact on our students. We are grateful for having you on our campus, and thank you for taking your time on your busy day and coming to our campus and sharing your insights. Thank you so much.
Now for the closing note. As we draw this inaugural ceremony to a close, I would like to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks to all who have contributed to the success of this event. First and foremost, a sincere gratitude to our distinguished dignitaries, keynote speakers, for gracing us with their presence and sharing their invaluable insights. Your wisdom and expertise have set the stage for an enriching and enlightenment ceremony. Last but not the least, a heartfelt thank to all you participants, delegates, and attendees who have joined us today. Thank you. On behalf of the organizing committee of ICEIET-2024, we wish you all a successful, memorable conference ahead. Thank you. So, for all the participants who are presenting their papers today, the session will be starting around 1:30 to 1:45. So, make sure you join the session. Thank you. So students, the venue will be seminar hall, okay? I now request our respective principals to hand over the momentum to Mr. Ketan Chandri. I request HOD sir to present the momentum to Mr. Nikhil Jain. Thank you.
Sir, I'm not here. ये फोटोज ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫೋಟೋಸ್ ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫೋಟೋಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ EPCT ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ ಸರ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬರ್ತೀರಾ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ನ ನನಗೆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇದೆ
ನಿಧಾನ ಇದಾ ಸರ್
ಸರ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ರಿ ಸರ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬರ್ತೀರಾ ಸರ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ
ಇದು ಒಳಗಡೆ
ನಾನು
ಫೋಲ್ಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದು ಇದು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಸರಿ ಲಕ್ಷ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ತಗೊಂಬಿಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದು 4 ಬೇಡಿ ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಮೇಲೆಯಿಂದ ತಗೊಂಬಿಡಿ
I just started last month.
ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಿ ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಫೋನ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ
First year itself we started. And we have already.
ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಎಂದು ಇರಲಿ ಹುಡುಗನ ತಗೋತಾರೆ 12 ಅಂತ ಇರೋದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಸರ್
ತೆಗಿತಿದ್ದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಓವರ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಮುಗೀತಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟು
ಅಷ್ಟೇ
ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ರು ಓಕೆನಾ
ಸರಿ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಕಾಪಿ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ
ಅದು ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿ ನಾನು ರಿಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತೀನಿ
ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಾಕ್ತೀರಾ
ಮಾಡ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನನಗೆ
12
ಇಷ್ಟ ನಾನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಅಡ್ಡ ಓಡಾಡ್ದಂಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಬೊಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಡುವಾಗ SUP ಸರ್ ಫೋಟೋ ತೆಗೆದಿಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ
ಅಂತ
ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ
ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಇದೆ ಸರಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಇವಾಗ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು
ಹಂಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ಲಾ
ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ ಸರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾವೇ ಇದು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಮೈಕ್ ಎಷ್ಟೇ
ಅವ್ರು ಬರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಬಿಡಿ ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬನ್ನಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಬನ್ನಿ ನೀವು ಬಿಡಿ ನಾ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ತಾನೇ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ
ಶಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲಲ್ವಾ ನೀವು ಸ್ಲೀಪ್ ಮಾಡಾಕ್ತೀನಿ ಬಿಡಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ ಸ್ಲೀಪ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ
ಅಷ್ಟೇ
ನಾನು ಬರೀ 2 ಸಲ ಇದು ಬರೀ ಇನಾಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ಹುಡುಗರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲಲ್ವಾ, ಈಗ ಹುಡುಗರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದಾನೇ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲ.
ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಎಣ್ಣೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಸುಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟವ್ರೆ, ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಸುಡ್ದವ್ರೆ ಸರ್.
ಫುಲ್ ಉರಿತಾಯ್ತು, ಅದು ಹಾರಿಸ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಹಂಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ.
ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಾ? ಹಾಕ್ಲಾ?
ಹಾಕ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮತ್ತೇನಾದ್ರು ಇಲ್ದಾನೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡೋಣ. ಎಣ್ಣೆ ನಾವೇ ತೆಗ್ದ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆ ಓದಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟು
ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡೋಣ.
ರಿಮೋಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ
ಬೇರೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಸರ್, ಬೇರೆ
ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು
ಸಾಕಿ ಒಂದು ಹೋಗಿ
ಇದು ಇದಕ್ಕಿದೆ
ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇದೆ.
ತೆಗೆಯೋದಿಲ್ವಾ? ಹಂಗೇನೆ ಐಟಮ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
ಸರ್ ಅದು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಮುಗೋಣ ಸರ್.
ನಡೀಲಿ. ಇದೆರಡು ಮುಗಿಬೋದ ಅಂತ
ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು
ಇದು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಖಾಲಿ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್
ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಕೈಲಿ ಸರ್ ಅದು
ಅಯ್ಯೋ ನನಗೆ
ಇವ್ರು ಕೈಲಿ ಕರವಿ ಅವ್ರು.
Okay, what will we go? Some more things is for management.
ಏನು ಸರ್ ಏನು ಆಫ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಾವು
ಹೊಸ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಇದು ಇಷ್ಟ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು.
ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ನಾವು ತುಂಬ ನೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು ಸರ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್
Huh?